Hey everyone, it's Gretchen here, Catnpaws. 'Twas the week before Christmas, and Gretchen's running around like a chicken with her head cut off trying to get everything done. So I was working on some last minute Christmas tags. I thought I'll just turn on the camera and bring you along. Can I tell you, I got a new tripod and it's not the best. It has a little clippy thing and the wire comes through. So Mark takes my ruler to jack it up and hold it upright. And I pull this one out of the drawer and I said, what is wrong with this ruler? And he said, that's so you can measure around poles. But it's off by 1/4 of an inch. This is supposed to be 2 inches in length there, and it's like 1 3/4. I said, there's a Christmas gift you can get me. And so my funky ruler, and it smells a little funky too. I don't know where that one came from. Anyways, Christmas tags, look how pretty these turned out. Pretty easy to make. You can make a lot of them at once. And then this one, I use thin gauge wire. And I had just folded over, but I went ahead and glued a piece of washi tape down because it's not sharp where I think it would pierce you, but I wouldn't want children to kind of handle it. So I don't know about this idea. I used the little stapler from Tim Holtz to secure it, and a tiny attacher. But I still think it's cute, and that is a Tim Holtz stamp. So I'll show you real quick here. This was the stamps that I was using for the bell. And then I actually made a couple more. So how cute is that? On top of one of these cards. I call them a journal card because inside there's German paper. That one has a tuck spot. And I made a tag. Favorite paper I'm using for this is this cream colored cardstock I got at Michael's, and I picked this up when it was on sale. I think it was $2.50. 50 sheets for $2.50. Not a bad deal. And I pulled a sheet out here so that way I don't have to open that one up. And grab my paper cutter. I found the width I like to work best with is 2 inches. And you can see there it's off just a little bit, but it is 2 inches. And what I did after I just cut down the 2 inches is I looked at my project and said, okay, how long do I want the length to be? I'm finding, well, for this stamp set here that I got at Michael's last year or the year before, 4 inches works really nice with that. So that's what I've been going with. And I don't like that little edge there, so I'm gonna cut that off. So I have 2 inches wide. Let's do these 4 inches long because I know the stamp. Now let me make a liar out of myself. Yeah, the stamp will fit on there. And on the cover of that journal card, this one was much longer than 4 inches. I think it was like 5.5 with my jacked up ruler. It says 5 right around there. And then this is nice to use for that Tim Holtz stamp. And I just cut that down just a little bit more, making sure my stamp fit before I, cut it down. I think that'll be okay. So there we got, off of that one piece of paper, that one strip, 3 tags we can make And, oh yeah, you could get a lot from that one piece. And let me cut another strip. And I'll just do the 4 and 4 again. Because I think, well, I don't know. I'm one of those people, though, that kind of make one, then go back and make another one. Sometimes I do the assembly line. I think if you did the assembly line, it would go a lot quicker. You'd get a lot more done. But sometimes I like instant gratification, so I make one, go back and make another one, and because I'm kind of pathetic that way. So let me remove that. Oh, I forgot I had my stamp pad here. It kind of helps on the surface. I'm going to go with these longer ones first. I still have the reindeer on my block. And it doesn't matter what ink. I picked this up at AC Moore on clearance. It came in a 3-pack. I have another one around here, and then there's one more color. So I've just been using that. And I go ahead and I stamp my image on first. So how is everybody doing with their Christmas preparations? I plan to get so much done this weekend. I know it's the last weekend before Christmas, but I still plan on doing that. I have a stamp cleaner, but sometimes I've just been grabbing baby wipes lately to clean my stamps. Now I know like my Michael's is open till 11, my AC Moore's open till 10. But usually after work, I'm just, you eat dinner and then you veg a little bit, and sometimes I'll watch a YouTube video, or I get on Facebook, or start crafting, and I just don't feel like going back out to the store after that. I want to hope those are straight because I really can't see what I'm doing. I like this desk because I can stand when I craft, and my chair's high enough I can also sit. But it's limited on the amount of space I have to work with, because I've crammed it full of stuff. That's why. It's my own fault. I was really digging this stocking too, so I'll break the stocking back out. Try to get that in there semi-straight. So here's the stocking, and then it just goes down through. Oh, I like the ornaments too. This is a really nice stamp set. I like the long stamps. So we had some winds that came through yesterday, and now it's just cold again, but it's supposed to actually pick up and warm up. The first day of winter is Friday, and it's supposed to be 60 degrees here and rainy. And then that blows through. And there's some talk that could be darker, but I kind of like the, haphazard look of it. But there's some talk that we might have snow flurries on Monday, which would be great. I have my Christmas tunes going. And, whoa, I'm not the best stamper. But these look so stinking cute. I want to kind of do a, like a whatnot vlogmas around the house, because I have some things I want to show you guys, and I haven't done a Friday night in a very long time. And so I just kind of want to do a bits and pieces and show you kind of what's going on. I guess I should have left that out because I still have these squares to do. Let me see if that will, oh yes it will. I think this sled is too big. Yeah, I don't want that coming off the edge. So we can do a lantern on one. And well, I want to stick with the darker color. We could color it in too. But yeah, I just want to grab the camera and show you some things going on. And nothing too exciting, but that's okay. I don't like the chaos, so things can be very dull and boring. I'm okay with that. Boy, I shouldn't have rubbed that there. But you can still make it out. It says lantern. Not too bad. And then this one, we'll do the bell with it. On the bell, on this one, I actually did a Stampin' Up color, and I can grab that real quick. It's right here. I think it just kind of fit the bell itself. So this is Smoky Slate, and I always struggle to get these open and closed. I don't like to snap it all the way in because I know I'm going to get all over my fingers trying to close it back up. It's a light color though, but I like it. Let's see how that turns out. When you can get so many tags out of one sheet of paper, I don't feel like, oh, if I mess up, I'll just cut another piece. I don't feel like I'm going to lose anything. That's a little crooked, but we'll roll with it. You know, I don't feel like I'm out of a lot of money. All right, so done stamping. Let's say we got all of our stamping done that we wanted to do, and I'm going to move along to, I snipped the edges. I have my little basket here that I throw all my junk in. Bits and pieces I don't need. So let me move that over. We'll do that. That way I don't have to get a piece of tape out and clean up. Just stick it in there. And then we just take these. And of course, if you didn't like that 2-inch width, you could always cut it down, or after you stamped it, you could always take off extra space. I like this corner rounder though. It's easy on the wrists, and I think I have the beginning stages of arthritis. I told my doctor, I said, I think I'm starting with the arthritis. My fingers are pretty stiff in the morning when I start work. And as crazy as it may seem or sound, I've been taking the dogs out in the morning before I go to work. And that cold air seems to help my fingers get a jump start. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it's just my imagination, we'll just leave it be, right? Just leave it as my imagination. I know this is gross looking, but I don't want to get that all marred up. We got our distress ink. There's a sign of a busy crafter. Look how well that it has chewed away. I need to just pitch it and get a new one, but I just haven't done that yet. So go ahead and get our edges. And I'm kind of sloppy with it because I'm going to be hitting the whole card. And if you're not happy with like that kind of splooching and you're going to get it on your finger, all I do is take a piece of scrap paper. I kind of keep scrap paper here off to the side, and you can just kind of daub it. My old neighbor used to say daub, but dab it. We used to go play bingo. She'd call them daubers. Get your dauber. Gosh, that's been years ago. That would be the 90s. And then you can rub it if you want. But if you don't like that, you can just leave it plain, really. De-stressing or de-stressing. Would it be de-stress or distress? Distressing is not required. Distress. Whew. Is it Friday yet? So again, I'm just going to be a little bit sloppy with it. Kind of happy with that. Oh, I was going to take, I think I still can. I got to find my pens. I put them over on my desk. Me and Chloe were looking at all the bright colors. But I can grab those real quick. I told Brett, I said, I am not an artist. I can barely keep color in between the lines. So these are supposed to be watercolor twists. So basically after you color, you can take a watercolor brush and spread the ink out a little bit. See, it's like I'm heavy-handed. So I might have to do that whole watercolor thing. Oh, that was not worth it. Let's see if we have a silver. We have a white. Let's see what happens when we do this one. Not really silver, I wish it was. This one can be sloppy because you can't even see it. Brought a stamp with me. Well, I guess we could try the stockings and see how they come out. But if you just want it really just vintage, I wouldn't even bother even doing this. I just wanted to grab them since I had them nearby. And I feel like I have to do it. I already have my stockings up. And you know what I did though? I got those treat sacks from Michael's. This is the second year I'll be using them. And I put candy in that and trinkets. Candy and trinkets in that. And just leave the stockings hang up. Don't even bother with them. Ah, that does not want to come out. we'll color these green. I think I'll call that good, because if I keep going, I'm going to really mess it up. So a little bitty color in it. So I'll start talking, I'll lose my train of thought, it'll go to somewhere else completely, and I come back and I'm like, what was I just talking about? The stockings, going to the store, playing Christmas music. Me and Chloe were looking at the crayons together, showing her the pretty colors. Just going over that. And I'm doing the back sides mainly because if you put it on a tag on a present, and then your recipient, you know, is going to, either it's going to be like to from back here, or they're just going to naturally flip it over to see what's on it, because people are like that. Look at all that. I'm losing bits and pieces of my dauber. All right, that one's kind of weird. I shouldn't have I should have did this the whole way around and then grabbed the middle, but I think it kind of adds that vintage, aged, I'm trying to find my lid, look to it. So we got them corner punched, we got them distressed, we have them stamped. And then all I did was go ahead and add my holes. See, I guess we'll go this way on the reindeer. Right in the middle, and I'll do this one up on the side too. And then I have an assortment of bells. These ones from the Dollar Tree I think work best for these tags because they're big. So we'll get a couple bells out. And I have the string here. And then I have some baker's twine as well. The hardest part for me was getting the string to thread through. I tried to double it on some, and I struggled a little bit. So I thought, well, I can just do that. So I just, hopefully that kept recording. It hit my low power mode on my phone. So I just doubled it up there and ran it through the holes. Like that, and then just, you can knot it or just tie it off the bow. Voila. Let me do another one. If I wasn't like doing it in front of the camera, I would probably try to work it through again, double, but this works just as nice. I just trim those edges up so I can get them through the punch hole a lot easier. Because this baker's twine, that's the triple cord, it tends to unravel. And then I have to keep cutting it down and keep cutting it down. And I'm sure we've all experienced that together, haven't we? And before you know, you have 1,000 little pieces that you've cut off just trying to get it to quit unraveling. That's a little bit of a wonky bow. Yeah. All right, and then I'm just gonna do the lantern one. So, I mean, it's just like repeat process, you know, stamp and trim the corners and distress and repeat. Try to get that to go through there. I'm not quite the readers yet, but I'll be honest, I am not far away from them. That would look nice with actually this color string. So let's see how hard this is going to be to thread through. Almost had it the first time. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit tougher to get through because it's thicker. Sometimes I'll take a piece of washi and wrap it around the ends to thread it. I just grabbed it there. And you can just, of course, leave it like that. You don't even have to tie a bow. But there you get kind of the point of what I'm doing on the tags. I'm hoping I have a nice piece of background paper. Not really. Let me see here. There we go. This is white. I'll lay them out. So there, I got to thread these couple yet. But look how cute they turned out. I really like the bells. There's the lantern with the gold bell and the twine. I think I would forego the coloring unless I was a good artist. There's one that's just stamped, and then this one I made a flag out of at the bottom. And then this I used that metal and attached a bell, but I'm not really a fan of that one either. It feels like it could hurt somebody, like a child or, you know, someone with thin skin. So that's what I'm working on. Hope you give these a try and have fun decorating your presents. Thanks for joining me. Bye.